All right, everyone, I am in rural Arkansas. I'll show you where here on the map. I'm kind of in the middle of the state, north. You can see Little Rock directly to the south, Memphis to the east. I'm in a town called Calico Rock. It's got some interesting numbers, this town, that I'm going to tell you about. But first, I'm going to go to a town right next to it, East Calico Rock. And this is a actual, genuine ghost town. Now, they build this ghost town as being a part of Calico Rock, but it was its own town at one point. I'm going to drive into it, just kind of slowly cruise in and let you see it, because visually it's pretty arresting. The town was once flourishing, late 1800s, or early 1900s. A rail center, agriculture, mining. It was also a wild town, a lot of debauchery, a hive of scum and villainy, a place where brothels and saloons flourished, a wild town with a lot of murders, gunfights, knife fights. Eventually, a lot of this industry moved out, and the town died. Now, the town that I was just in right next to it is still here, but this ghost town, it is completely dead. The city, instead of tearing it down, the city next door, Calico Rock, let me get it spit out. Instead of doing that, they just decided to leave the town here, let it become a tourist attraction, which is exactly what it kind of has become. It's kind of far off the beaten path here. I don't know if a lot of people know about it, but here, let me go back down in there. Jennings Mortuary. You stab 'em, we slab 'em. That's pretty cool. A lot of these buildings have been sitting empty for over 100 years. That's pretty evident. Anyway, I'm going to take a little bit of a drive through, see what we can find. I know that there are people that live on the edge of it. You can see a house over there. So I'm just going to show you what it looks like. Anyway. Roads are not very wide. I've noticed that. Alright, I'm going to turn around and go back in there. Okay, so I'm heading back into this town. Get a look from this direction. By the way, it is a Sunday, about 10 a.m. Bit of a gloomy day here in northern central Arkansas. I'm getting kind of started a little bit early because I've got a lot of ground to cover today. Here, I'm going to drive back over this bridge. I love a cool bridge. One car at a time, though. Here, I'll give you a look at the side here. Oh, that's kind of beautiful, isn't it? How about that? And we got a completely abandoned building here as well. I'm gonna go back in there one more time. I'm gonna talk to you about the town of Calico Rock now as I cross this very narrow bridge, which goes across this little creek. It's beautiful, relaxing out here. Anyway, this town of Calico Rock itself is not a ghost town, but it's had some odd, or it's got some odd numbers here as far as its population is concerned. Right now, the population, 2022, according to Census estimates, is 756. It's kind of strange. 2010, there were 1,545 people here. 2019, it had grown to 1,746. And then in 1 year, it dropped to 896. Lost half its population in 1 year between 2019 2020. And like I said, now the town has 756 people in it. It's just like in 1 year, over the course of 1 year, half the town got up and left. So I'm going to take a look around some of the neighborhoods and see if that is evident. I mean, are there a bunch of empty houses? I'm kind of curious. But I'm going to head back into this downtown first and tell you the rest of the numbers. Poverty rate is 13.5. That's not bad. And I can tell you that the rest of the towns that I'm about to visit, they're going to be much higher. But here it's not bad. Median age is 40.8. It's a little bit of an older town. The median household income is $52,700. And the median home value is $104,900. All in all, for a rural town, those aren't bad numbers. It's just so odd that it lost so much population so quickly. You're probably wondering about the name of the town, Calico Rock. It's named for some of the rock formations in the area that remind them or look like textile calico, which in itself is a heavy plain textile made of unbleached cotton. I had to look that up. So that's where the town got its name. And of course the town, not surprisingly, says there's no other town in the world with the same name. All right, so I'm going to go take a look at some neighborhoods real quick and see if I can see evidence of this bizarre population drop. So I'm going to do that right now. Cedar Street. Yeah, a lot of dirt roads here. Oh, we got a lot of stuff over here. Oh, there's I was about to pass it. There's what looks like an abandoned home. Yeah, that one's empty. Nature is reclaiming this one. Door's even open. And let's see what's over here. I don't think this is no, this looks like it used to be a bank. That looks like a, you know, where you get your money from, a bank teller in a drive-thru. It is clearly closed though. Let's see what else I can find. A lot of stuff there too. I can't get over how narrow the streets are. Most of the streets here, really just enough room for one car. So, I guess they don't have traffic jams. Unlikely in a town of under 1,000, but well, I think I'm at a dead end here, so I better get out of here. There are a lot of lovely old homes here in this town. I will say that. Not really seen a lot of empty homes. I've seen one, in fact, only one empty house. So I don't know what's going on with that population number. Maybe someone local can explain it. Yeah, these homes up here are beautiful. Maybe it has something to do with people answering the census or filling out the census forms, refusing to do it correctly. I guess that's possible. That could have happened here. Well, no, that couldn't have happened because we're talking about 1 year, aren't we? Yeah. 2019, 2020. Yeah, the town lost half its population. Well, I'll tell you what. Like I said, maybe someone else can straighten that out for us. I'm going to head to the next town. It's got some really interesting numbers. All right, everyone, I'm approaching the town of Big Flat, Arkansas. Very small town. It's got some, quite frankly, shocking numbers. Kind of shocking. It's a small town. 2022, there are only 84 people here. Peak population was in 1960. There were 217 people here. But some of the numbers here are, wow. Poverty rate in this town is 64.7. That will make it the poorest town I've ever been to. I've been to a couple in Mississippi and along the Texas border that were in the 50s. I have never been to a town that has an above 60% poverty rate. That's over half the people here. You can see I'm heading into downtown now. Median household income, $33,700. I'm sure that comes as no surprise. It's very low. Home values are around $70,000. Look at these dogs. Woo! A bunch of them here. The other number that really is striking is the median age. These dogs are keeping up with me. Look. Well, they're doing their job. Anyway, the median age in this town in 2020 was 60.5. That's the oldest town I've ever been to. In 2020, 60 years old, median age. In 2022, 2 years later, The median age of this town is 70.2. So in the over the course of 2 years, the median age increased to 70 years old. 70 years old. This is the oldest town, as far as the population is concerned, that I've ever been to. Incredible. I'm going to turn around and take a little bit more of a look here. Big Flat Baptist Church welcomes you. I'm going to assume this is not it. That's just an abandoned building. Kind of off the road here. Better get back on. Anyway, I'm going to head back into this city center. Take a look at the neighborhood here. A town this small, there's not going to be much. Yeah, this house is being reclaimed by nature. Another one here. Well, let's see what's up here. These dogs, they just let them run loose in the streets. Huh. Let's cut a left here and see what's going on. I mean, these houses look pretty nice. I'll be honest with you. Poverty might be relative here. Of course, you've got the official numbers set by the government, but it's just such a low cost of living here. A lot of dogs running loose. Wow. There's no leash laws here, I guess. In my town of McKinney, Texas, those dogs would be picked up quickly. But people here, they just let them run loose. But these homes look okay. Interesting. Anyway, it was quite beautiful driving here. I showed you some footage of the drive, and I'm going to continue to do this in this video because this part of Arkansas is undeniably beautiful. That is for sure. Anyway, yeah, I guess I'm going to head up to the next town.
In 8.6 miles, turn left onto AF27.
Well, thank you for that, Australian Siri. Australian Siri directing me to the next town. Wow, that is a lot of stuff. I got a dog tied up there too. Numerous dogs. Wow, that's a lot of stuff. Look at those hides on the fence. Huh. That is something. All right. Anyway, I'm continuing on. Yeah, look at this. Is that an old school bus? And you can see what was once the foundation of a home. Huh. Cool. Continuing on. Well, this has totally got a Deliverance vibe. But I'm going to drive through it anyway. Let's see what's up here. These dogs keeping right up with me. There's a house being reclaimed by nature, it looks like. Yeah, the dogs seem friendly though, they're not barking. Hey, fella. Huh. I'm gonna get back out on the main road. That is beautiful, that truck. Perfectly restored. I would like to have that. Huh. Alright, well, here I am back out on the main road. So I'm gonna head that way now. Alright guys, I'm entering the town of Marshall. 2022, there are 1,323 people. Peak population was 1980. There were 1,595. So the town has held its population pretty good. I did know I wanted to see this. Looks like the county courthouse. And that's beautiful. It's a quaint little downtown. Drive around here a little bit. See what all's over here. Got a modern post office. Let's see, the median household income here is $41,300. I'm gonna go over here and look at this house. Well, she's a beauty. She needs somebody to get her some new clothes, but that is a beautiful house. Or it could be. Anyway, going on, median house value here is $83,500. Average age is 44.8. So a little bit older town. This is the county seat for Searcy County. Searcy County is the chocolate roll capital of the world. Yeah, not the United States, of the world. The chocolate roll capital. Chocolate roll. I'm going to show you a picture of those. This is a tourism hub specifically for outdoor activities. Camping, boating, bicycling, motorcycle riding. This is one of the places you come to get yourself set up for that. They have a drive-in theater here. I'm gonna see if I can find it. It's open all year round. I don't have to tell you guys how unusual that is. So I will try to find that. First, I'm gonna take a look-see at this Coca-Cola mural. 89, so it's not a real old one. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna take a look around. First of all, I'm gonna see if I can find that theater. Of course, we've got a house here. Woo! They are in the spirit. Huh. All right, well, let's see what else is going on here in Marshall, Arkansas. I'm gonna try to find that drive-in real quick. Pretty much every video people say, hey, did you see a cat? Well, there's one. Anyway, okay. Well, so there it is. The Kinda Theater. Drive-in theater right here. That, from what I understand, still operates year-round. It's got to be one of the few left in the United States. Man, the young folk of today, you guys don't know what you're missing. See if I can get a peek in here. This was the way to watch a movie when I was a kid. And it was so fun to get your date in your car, pull up to the theater, or pull into the theater, pull up into your spot, and watch the movie. Maybe you watched it, maybe you didn't, but that was what was so awesome about it. Some of my most fond memories. One of my last videos, I had mentioned that I couldn't find the poles, and people told me that they do it with AM or FM radio now, which of course I know. But when I was a kid, we didn't have such fancy technology. We had these poles with a little speaker on it. And we hooked it in the window, and that's how we heard the movie. That's how I remember it oh so fondly. Man, I wish there was a drive-in theater near my house. I would totally take my wife to it. She's never been to one. And I would show her the kind of good times you have. Did I just say that? Wow. How awesome. This is one of the most awesome things I've ever seen. The Kenda Drive-In Theater here in Marshall, Arkansas. Wow. All right. Let's see what else is in this town. Did I tell you the poverty rate? Can't remember if I did. 19.1. A little high, but it doesn't seem poor here. So again, I think it's relative. Cost of living here is really low, because most of the homes here look pretty nice that I have seen. It's a pretty town, really. I like it. And they have a drive-in theater. The high school kids here are having a good time. Yeah, I remember reading about this cabin. It's not in its original location, I don't believe. They moved it from somewhere near here. But from what I understand, if I remember correctly, that is the first structure built in this area. If I was to guess, probably in the 1800s. Yeah, a lot of nice homes here. That one's got a lot of stuff in it, but yeah, it's a picturesque town. I like this town. Marshall, Arkansas. And you can see how it's laid out in these hills here. It's really nice. Until the snow falls, I'm guessing. Especially with these narrow roads. Woo! Anyway, yeah, this is very much a country town. Look at this creek. You just kind of, yeah, you drive over, I guess. Yeah, it's really nice, isn't it? Let's see what's on this side. Okay, it goes down there. Yeah, this is a country town. Okay, well, I've showed you enough here, I think. Want to head to the next town now. Very crooked and very steep. Next 1 mile. Well, they don't mince words. Well, they weren't kidding. It is crooked and it is steep. All right, I am heading into the town of Yellville. I'm going to try to find the county courthouse, and I'll get out on foot. I believe that's it right there. So yeah, I'm going to get out and now tell you about the sordid, notorious history of this town.
Stop sign. Turn right onto East Old Main Street.
Well, thank you.
Right onto Panther.
Thank you, Australian Siri. I'm gonna get out here. Okay, I have disembarked the Bronco, and I'm walking around this courthouse. I'm gonna tell you about the town of Yellville. The big event here every year is the Turkey Trot. Happens in October. First of all, a Miss Turkey Trot is crowned every year, and additionally, there is a subdivision called, what is it? The Drumstick, or Miss Drumsticks. They get the young women who are contestants cover themselves up, waist up, including their face, from what I understand, and they are judged on the merits of their legs. And whoever wins, whoever has the nicest legs, is Miss Drumsticks. Now, it started in 1948, and what would happen is wild turkeys would be dropped off the roof. They would glide down, because they do have wings, run like maniacs. But if you could catch one, it was yours for Thanksgiving. And they did this every year without incident. And then in 1989, someone got the bright idea to start dropping these turkeys out of an airplane. Now, they claimed that it was okay, that the turkeys could safely land on the ground. Nonetheless, people across the country were outraged after a Enquirer story. Is it National Enquirer? I don't read that rag, but anyway, they did a story, and people were outraged across the country. So the city tried to put a stop to it, and they did for a few years. But then somebody started doing it again. They don't know who. He was called the Phantom Pilot. More outrage. PETA put a $5,000 bounty on the head of whoever this guy was, or girl, flying this plane, dropping turkeys out. Finally, the city, from what I understand, the city said if they catch you, they'll pull your pilot's license. So that seemed to put an end to it, even though I'm reading that on the edge of town sometimes it's still happening. Now, I was reading the Facebook page, and I think they don't even throw the turkeys off the roof anymore. Somebody posted a comment saying that he came here and he was disappointed because there weren't even any turkeys in the Turkey Trot Festival. But anyway, that's quite crazy, huh? Quite crazy stuff. Now you're probably wondering about the name. Is it people yelling? Nope. The town was named after, let me look at my notes. What was that guy's name? Archibald Yell. He was the second governor of the state. He died in the Mexican-American War. Let's see what else is going on about this town. I'll tell you the numbers. Now, the poverty rate is 34.1%. That's really high. I'll have to check out a neighborhood or two maybe and see if that's evident. You know, is it really that poor, or is it just a low cost of living? We'll see. Median household income is $39,700. That's pretty low. The median house value, though, is $173,200. I have to be honest with you, I've driven through the town a little bit, and there's a lot of nice houses here. Look at that one. It's beautiful. Big 3-story house. Got another one here, yellow one. That blue one over there. I mean, at least around downtown, the houses are nice. At least here. I'll go take a look. But anyway, there's another statistic that really stuck out for me. And we've seen this in a couple other towns. And that is the median age. The median age is 39.2. But what's unusual is the median age for males is 29.7. The median age for females is 42.5. So that is what? A 13-year spread between males and females. A lot more older women, and the men are younger. So do you have some older ladies on the prowl who have a pool of young men to hunt? Someone made this comment in another video, but it applies here as well. Should Yellville be nicknamed Cougar Town? Possibly. Anyway, yeah, so I'm gonna go get in the Bronco and let's check out a few of the neighborhoods, or a neighborhood or two right here near downtown. So I'm gonna do that right now. Well, this area is pretty cool. Looks like it's a gathering point of some sort for the town. Got a big train caboose here. Nice. And look at the view from up here. Wow. That is beautiful. Now, I don't think I mentioned the population yet. 2022, there were 1,172 people here. Well, they got a lot of stuff. Peak population was 2,000. There was 1,312. So the town really hasn't lost much in the way of population. It's just kind of hanging tough, population-wise. Yeah, I'm seeing really nice house here. It's beautiful. Look at that. You get that in a suburban big city, it's going to be worth a fortune. Look at that huge porch. Wow, that's gorgeous. Now, there's some very nice houses here. Well, I think I'm going to head to the next town. I've got a creek running through here. Alright, I'm about to enter the town of Cotter. Let me show you it on the map because it's interesting. You can see it's tucked in a spot where the White River makes a hard turn. What I'm about to cross is the Cotter Bridge. It is a masterpiece in construction and engineering. I'm going to cross it right now. That's it, straight up. It was built in 1930. It is a National Historic Civil Engineering Landmark. It's also on the National Register of Historic Places. I drove through here yesterday, and this is a beautiful bridge, beautiful old bridge. I'm just going to take my time crossing it because, you know, I want you to see it. But I showed you just on the map the White River, so you'll be able to see it below. The way it makes a hard turn here. Now there's a newer bridge over there. You can barely make it out. But you can see the White River down there. And of course over here it makes the hard turn. Can you see it? It's kind of hard to see it down there, isn't it? Yeah, it's beautiful. It was a toll bridge originally, so people wouldn't use it. They would use a ferry below. But apparently they have changed that because there's no toll on it now. It's gorgeous. Anyway, I'm going to head into this town of Cotter. It's a small town. 2022, there were 870 people here. Peak population was 1950. There were 1,089 people here. Let's see if I can head into the downtown. It's a picturesque town. Like I said, I drove through here yesterday. It's pretty cool. I like it. You can see the ridge surrounds it here. There's houses up there too. The median household income is $46,100. A little higher than a couple of the other places I've been to. And this is downtown here. Median home values $189,700. That's a little bit higher too. Median age is 47.2. So this is an older town. So I am just I'm just going to drive a little bit here, show you around. Look at that big mural there. Is that a trout? I know trout fishing is very big here. For now though, I will I'll just kind of cruise around a little bit, show you this interesting little town. Downtown just kind of meanders and comes over here. This is pretty much it here, I'm thinking. Yeah. Cool. I'm going to turn around and head the other direction, show you that area. They've got a church here, or what used to be a church. I believe they rent it out now for special occasions right here. It's a pretty building though. Got another church up here. Quaint older homes. There's another cat. 2 cats on this trip. But yeah, it's a nice little town. It really is. That looks like a new house. Look over here. These folks have got the Christmas spirit. That is for sure. Look at all that. They're not messing around there. Yeah, the town is set on the hills here. Of course, we're in the Ozark Mountains. But yeah, lots of beautiful old homes. Awesome architecture. You know, houses that you can't get that look like this anymore. Okay, I have driven below the bridge, so you can see it. It's gorgeous, isn't it? Wow, what a beauty. I told you this is a big fishing area. You can see it here. Wow, there's the river. Oh, wow, look at this. Beautiful homes over here. Trout fishing, yep, that's the big thing. Got some guys down there fishing right now. Boy, that looks relaxing, doesn't it? So awesome. Another look at the bridge. It is a work of art, it really is. They got a canoe and kayak shop here. That makes sense, doesn't it? Given the fact that river kind of surrounds the city almost. Anyway, wow, it's so quiet and peaceful. Here, I'll stop. Almost pure silence. This is what you call a quiet little town. So anyway, I'm going to end this video here. We are going to head up into Missouri next. Jefferson City, capital. And I've got some towns I want to check out. Of course, we will go to the Capitol building of Missouri and see all that with the wife. So that's all coming up next. Be looking for them.